anytime they want to, can look at your social media posts, can search your person, can search your home, can search your car, with or without probable cause, to ensure that you do not have any gang paraphernalia, any guns, any drugs, anything you are not supposed to have.
XconMedia.
Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you tapping in, man. Listen, man, I'm trying to, again, I'm always trying to keep you young fellas, man, and give y'all something to think about before y'all run out here and do this dumb shit. But hey, here's something else to think about. So another YSL defendant took a plea, and I need y'all to listen to this plea. I need y'all to listen to the terms and conditions and understand what this man got to do all the way to 2045. I need y'all to understand this, because y'all be running out here and doing all this stupid stuff, and y'all don't be knowing what the repercussions and the consequences is, and y'all still run out here and do it, and then you get hit on your head. You know what I'm saying? With life consequences.
All right, we're back on the record, and I have taken into consideration the state's recommendation, the defense recommendation, the evidence that's been presented. I also am obviously aware of the evidence that was presented in the other trial, and I have taken a look back at the sentences that this court imposed for co-defendants from the prior trial, including co-defendants who were charged with some of the counts that Mr. Garlington is currently charged with and has entered an Alfred guilty plea to. Also taken into consideration his prior record, as well as the prior records in the other cases in which this court sentenced. Also, other than one of the sentences imposed by this court in the first trial, the sentences that were imposed were joint recommendations, and I've taken that into consideration as well. The sentence for count 1, which is the RICO count, is going to be 20 years to serve 5, the balance of 15 probated. Count 42, the sentence is 20 years, serve 5, balance probated, concurrent. The sentence on count 1 reduced, I'm sorry, not 1, count 49 reduced to aggravated assault under OCGA 16-5-21. Is that what you said, 21? Okay. Is 20 years to serve 5 with the balance probated, concurrent with the other sentences. And I'll note in that regard that one of the defendants charged with that set of crimes was found not guilty, and 2 others, the state decided to null pros the counts against them. In count 50, the sentence is 20 years, serve 5, balance probated, concurrent. And then the sentence for count 54 is going to be 5 years consecutive to count 50. And it can be suspended upon successful completion of probation. So that's essentially 20 years, 5 to serve with credit for time served, 15 years probated, followed by 5 to serve, which can be suspended and will be suspended as long as the probation is successfully completed. Special conditions of the probation.
So understand what she just said. 15 years. 20 years. Now, she ran everything consecutive. Obviously, this guy took a plea. He didn't want to continue going through with the trial. Maybe they scared him up. This trial been going on for a couple of years. You get this far, you might as well keep going. But hey, it's your life. You do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he didn't do a lot, because The state don't offer you no small plea like that. Now that's small in terms of what they were charged with. So this guy got 20 years to serve 5. That means he serves 5. He may or may not serve the entire 5 because it's not a mandatory sentence. And after he is released, let's just say he does 4 years total on the 5. He will be on probation for 1 year. Excuse me, he'll be on parole for 1 year. If he makes parole on the 5 years, he'll be on parole 1 year, and then that'll complete the 5-year sentence, which at this point is probably 2028 or whatever. And then he'll serve the remaining 15 on probation. And he got to walk a fine line while he is on probation. I'm talking about a fine line. And as we done seen time and time again, a lot of these YSL co-defendants have already been sent back to prison already. You know what I'm saying? So it is very hard to do, right? So if he successfully completes the 15 years of probation, then it will suspend the 5 more after that. Now you gotta think. Think about, follow what I'm saying. 20 years to serve. Then he got 5 running consecutive to serve. But the only way he gets out of the 5 that's consecutive to serve is if he completes the 15 years of probation with no problems. Now let's take a listen to the rest of the terms and conditions of him signing on this dotted line.
No contact with any of the victims in this entire indictment or with any of their family members. No contact with any gang members from any gang whatsoever. No gang paraphernalia, no gang associations, no guns, no replicas of guns. You need to secure full-time employment within the first month.
Now understand this. Gang members, I don't care if they blood family members, if they in your family, I don't care what they is. You cannot associate with any known gang members. If you do, you're going back to prison. Now, notice how she said no firearms, okay, and no replicas of firearms. That means, you know, a lot of times, a lot of these rappers that's convicted felons, they be doing videos, and the defense has been they are prop guns. They're just for the video. Well, sir, you can't even have a water gun. All right. You can't even have a water gun. Understand what that means. No prop guns means nothing that look like a gun. It better not be a stick off the ground, a stick gun. You can't have nothing that resembles a gun. Listen to the rest of the terms and conditions.
For 6 months after you're released from probation, you need to sign a social media waiver and a 4th Amendment waiver. And that is going to mean that during
social media waiver and a 4th Amendment waiver, regardless of what's going on with his social media, they can check the social media, they can check the DMs. 4th Amendment waiver. Understand the ramifications of a 4th Amendment waiver. That means anytime, at any time, law enforcement stop him anywhere in this country, they can search his person, his car, they can search his house, they can search everything. He automatically, when he signs on the dotted line, is waiving his entire 4th Amendment constitutional right. Understand what we saying. This is for the next 20 years, 2045 or 40. I think he went in a couple of years ago. So we're going to say 2042 or 2043 or something like that. Let's listen to the rest of it, man. Pay attention.
in the entirety of your probation, law enforcement at any time they want to can look at your social media posts can search your person, can search your home, can search your car, with or without probable cause, to ensure that you do not have any gang paraphernalia, any guns, any drugs, anything you are not supposed to have. You need to secure your GED, which I know you told me yesterday you were working on it and had gotten to parts of that already. Go ahead and get the rest of it within the first year of your probation. And I am going to require that you stay out of Fulton County for the entirety of your probation. All right, that is the sentence of the court. I hope that, as I have said with the other defendants whom I've sentenced, that this has been an opportunity for you to realize that the direction that your life was going is not a good direction, and that you are determined at this point to turn your life around and make good decisions from here on out. Associate yourself only with people that are going to help you to stay on the straight and narrow. So you've got a little bit of time left to serve before you're released. I think a couple of years at least, but go ahead and do that. You can be working on your GED and on job skills while you're in prison. Good luck to you. And I hope not to ever see you again, because if you violate your probation, you're coming before me. So let's make that not be a thing, okay? All right, good luck to you.
You want me to add that, Judge?
What? Back to me, yeah. All right.
Listen, man. You young cats think this is a game. This guy over here sitting there with a big smile on his face. This really irks my soul on so many levels. It just does, right? Black people, the street life is dead. It's over with. Find something else to do. You're not gonna get away. All right. Lawyer sitting there, lawyer shakes his hands and smiles and all this stuff, but his life is pretty much under a microscope until about 2042, 2043. Banned from Fulton County. Bet not cross the county line for no reason. The lady just banished him from Fulton County. I need y'all to understand that y'all are playing with some serious fire out here. These folks is not playing no games with you while y'all doing out all this robbing and drug dealing and doing this and doing that, man. Listen, man. Get out the streets. That's the only thing I can tell you, man. It's a very sad. I mean, he's sitting there smiling, man. But this is not a laughing matter, because they ain't trying to do. Once they secure that conviction, you sign on the dotted line, they done secured the conviction. Now they got you. Fulton County got what they wanted, and they know you're going to mess up. They know you gonna mess up. They know you gonna mess up. And then after that, there's no jury. It's only the judge sentencing you and sending you down to prison. Y'all better wake up, man. These folks ain't playing out here, man. Listen, I did 16 years to the door. I'm out. I can't take no more. But I can't do 10 seconds behind bars and cuffs in the back seat of the police car. None of that. Can't do it. Not me. If it's good for you and you like it, Thank you for tuning into XconMedia. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!